Welcome back everyone to some more fully operational video coverage of Worlds 2015. You join us in Swiss round 3. This is game 1. On the left, playing as light side, the Jedi, is Quentin de Vaucressen. He's our French champ coming over to Worlds and representing the French continental Europe. And over on the right we have David Tietze rocking, looks like Mono Sith with a beautiful Flip the Force Millennium Falcon playmat there. And we are lucky enough to have David join us for the commentary. Hi David.
How are you doing, Andy?
I'm great. It's always good to have you, get your insight on how the game went. So it looks like a classic Sith flop of objectives there, David. Is that pretty indicative of what you're running in this deck? No surprises?
Yeah, it's just a standard Sith control deck. I like to, add as much as I can to it, but no, I just kept with a lot of common stuff.
Yeah.
So.
And Gork, the big man.
Yep.
Turn 1.
Yeah, and pretty simple early start, just playing a resource, getting it out there. Obviously, Quentin's got an interesting affiliation card there.
Yeah.
I talked to him about that, and he said it was an alt art thing that he had won at a local tournament. So
looks
apparently
gorgeous.
some neat swag there in the French side of things.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of nice alt art and community-led kind of promo cards out there. I know Tom has shown me a few Mara Jades that I've really been impressed with.
Absolutely.
But it looks like Quentin started fairly standard Jedi. Looks like it's Mono Jedi with Ron for Protect, Core Luke, and May the Force Yoda. So, Tressar. Is that
hitting
Tressar?
the table early?
Yeah.
Yep, it sure is. Yeah.
It's a lot of icons for a Jedi.
So we know the Lost Masters are in his deck.
Yeah.
And so, and of course the ability to move the Force card is going to be important with May the Force be with you on the table.
Yeah.
So that he could potentially remove all focus tokens from a unit during an engagement or for a new battle.
Now, Tressar gains Edge 2 when there's more light side units committed. Is that right?
That's right.
Yeah.
So currently she doesn't have it, and her swinging at Council, I'm going to block with Cork.
Committing pretty heavily.
Yeah, he pitched all of his cards here.
Ooh, that Vader.
Yeah, that Vader's really kind of what got it for me there at the end. So won the edge battle there.
It's 2 unit damage from Gork, isn't it? So,
yeah. So.
Committing.
Oh, he's echoes.
Yeah.
He's doing echoes of the Force. Yeah. So their pick comes in.
Oh, baby.
Yeah. Then you're starting to get the combo rolling here with Pick and Gork.
I was about to ask: Is Gork alone on turn 1 the kind of unit you want to see? But Gork and Pick turn 1. I suppose you're not too unhappy with that draw.
And of course, I'm going to use Gork's reaction here. Throw Pick back in my hand, and then replay him in the action window and strike with him again.
Yeah.
To do 1 damage there, lock down his board, and then Gork's going to kill Tressar here, and his board's done.
That escalated pretty quickly.
Yeah, that was a pretty ideal first turn for me.
Yeah. that resource down on the bottom as well. Is that the Sith Library? Or
it's Fall of the Jedi. Oh, resource. Yes,
yeah,
I'm sorry. It is Sith Library.
So all you need now really is the telepathic connection, and you're in a very healthy place. So you even retain the Force against the Jedi deck with May the Force be with you. That's not a common feat. So going pretty strong and pretty well for you in turn 2.
Well, he had used the echoes in the previous battle to commit the Sulon Sympathizer, and used May the Force then. So. Because the errata, of course, it's once per turn, so he wasn't able to do a whole lot else with it.
Yeah, and a Dark Temple. So there's, is it? I guess it's the core 3 sets: Yoda, Emperor, Vader, and Council. Is it then 2 brothers and then two Saris?
That's correct. 100% right.
And there it is: telepathic connections and an advisor. So you're building a very healthy board here.
Right, and it makes sense to swing here with pick because now he's got targeted strike with the telepathic connections.
Yeah.
And I can just outright kill the nudge and then put another focus token and lock out his resource.
Yeah, yeah. And, well,
Yep.
as long as you keep Gork back for the defense.
Yep, and then you can keep using his ability, right? You can keep bouncing pick back to hand and throwing him back in. So it's a pretty oppressive combo when it hits, especially first thing in the game. So.
And you've seen 2 resources each time. I don't know. Quentin's could really do with seeing a resource in this draw.
Yeah, he's kind of limited now that he's only got 3 resources here.
Yeah, Uncle Owen would be a brilliant draw. I don't know if it's in his deck, but.
Well, I think we see a moisture evaporator there on the far left, so I think he does have it in his deck.
Okay.
So.
Eagle eyes there, David. Well spotted.
It's a lot easier we can see on the camera, right?
True.
Yeah.
And there it is, the moisture evap. So that card draw.
And of course, now he's only got 2 more resources, so he's really hamstrung on this turn to what he can play.
Lost Master, you can pay 1 to bounce that back.
Yep. And that's to ensure he couldn't play another one. So yeah, kind of keeping the advantage here. And if he swings here, it's what we really want to do is I put that on there. Let's see, I'm trying to figure out what's going on here.
I think you thought it was focus a unit to bounce it back when it's actually pay 1 resource to bounce it back.
Okay. I was getting confused, I guess, with the mouse droid.
Yeah. So essentially a moisture evaporator and pass.
Yeah. So. He wasn't able to get out his... so now I've got a free board to swing away with.
Yeah.
Which will be...
And you've
tons of fun.
You've kept the force all this time, so the dial I think is on 5 right now.
Yeah.
And what have we got? 4, 5, 6, 7 resources to play with, so you can play anything in your deck right now.
Yeah, and of course at this point, I'm thinking if I get a little bit of blast, maybe I can go after, some of the objectives, or once again, swinging again with pick is going to make sense. It's going to lock out that extra resource for him.
Yep.
So it's. I'm definitely going to do that this turn. Just kind of depends on what else I can do. I got another advisor. Yeah.
Another tactics, always good. Not seen many events from your deck so far, David. I can't help but think you might be starting to. Now that you've got a board built up, would your goal be just to start hanging on to Force Lightnings and Force Chokes?
Really, it's kind of depends on where you're at. In this case, I'm going to lock down his resources. I've got Gork as a great defender with 4 health.
Yeah.
I'm not really scared of, and I've got 3 tactics on board with 2 advisors and pick, so I'm going to be able to lock down whatever he does. The events, are important, but I'm really kind of hoping for some more blast to maybe try and put myself in a win condition as early as possible.
Right.
In the game, so. And of course, I've got all these resources open now. I think I've only paid 2 for that advisor.
Yeah. As you say, now that you've already got a board built up, that having those open resources from Quentin's side of the table, that's probably more threatening than anything else.
You got let's say a dig of a training grounds there.
Yep. So it's finally starting to ramp up these resources. It's got 5 available now that Hero's Journey is back up and running.
I guess we're going to draw a card here.
Yeah, looks like he's digging for a main character.
Yeah. Well, I saw Ron, it looked like in his hand, which, it's you don't want to play Ron as a unit to swing at anything because obviously he's most effective if he's protecting.
Yeah.
And start to dish out some damage. So he's kind of in a tough bind here.
Yeah, there's definitely with these Jedi decks. There is definitely an order, as you say, that you want to see your units. You want to get your Yodas and Lukes out early and get the aggression and put some pressure on your opponent.
Absolutely.
Ron's not so aggressive. He's not going to be taking 3 objectives out on his own.
Ooh. Yeah, so he just passed on to me. going to 7 on the dial.
Doesn't even choose to deploy. I mean, I wonder what the play there was. I personally probably would have just played Q and passed. Maybe.
Yeah. May as well get the units out so you can draw something else the next turn. You know? So here I lightning him with the open resources I've got.
Well,
so
before refresh, get the card out of your hand. So,
now I'm really hoping to kind of rev up some damage here, and try and because the Death Star is at 7, I think, at this point.
Yes.
So I really kind of want to make sure I'm maximizing efficiency here.
Yeah. So you want some kind of Kuwati security teams and Darkside Apprentice.
Well, I think Vader would be great right now because at this point I could swing with Vader and still have his ability for any kind of event card I would have.
Yeah.
So I think that would probably be the ideal choice here. Saris, more tactics. It's just more control.
Yep. And she has a blast if you do want to send her in.
Oh yeah, give him 3 guns to Gork. Just to outright kill stuff. That's always kind of a bonus.
Yep.
I kind of learned that when I was playing against some Rebel decks. you definitely want something to have 3 guns.
Those Renegade, those Rogue Squadron X-Wings. Yep, for sure. So Saris does swing in. Looks like you're comfortable leaving the 2 advisors and Gork back on defense. It's a good mix of just sheer brute force and a couple of tactics.
Yeah, and I'm going to try and make it difficult on him to take the Force because I'm getting 5 here. If he gets Yoda out, he ties me, Yeah,
it's still with you.
Kind of stuff. Exactly.
So it looks like, to be honest, you're just setting up, getting those objectives damaged so that you can, as you say, hopefully dial will tick to 9 next turn if you take both out. That's the game. So
that's the idea, yeah.
Putting your win condition within reach, always good.
Yep.
It's nice to see Sith players getting a bit more aggressive these days. I remember a year or 2 back it was deploy your units, pass. It was slow games.
Yeah.
It's good to see them pushing forward for damage these days.
Well, yeah, Sith is definitely a come at me bro kind of deck, and there he finally plays Ron. Which, like you said, he could have done the previous turn. I got a Sheehan training on him, sure.
Oof. And Elite as well.
Yep. But of course, with as many tactics I have on board,
you can lock him down quite handily.
I don't mind. And of course, he has the Sheehan training, but I've got an advisor. That's all he's got is a tactics icon. So the smart play would not be to swing with Gork here. It would be to
just block with an advisor.
That's right, and that's what I'm going to do. Just hope I get the edge.
Well, David, even if you lose the edge, it's a dead advisor and a couple of blast on an objective. It seems a small price to pay for. It's the only attack you're going to have to deal with this turn.
Yeah, I think I'd also built up a significant amount of pip cards, as well. So it looks like he'll probably be able to strike here and take the Force. So.
I think you won the edge and just double tactics him, actually.
Yep.
So it did hold the Force. So Dow's only at 8, so it's got to be all 3 objectives this turn to win.
That's right.
But that's, as you say, with a Vader and another blast or 2, it's not impossible.
using fall there.
Yeah, so it looks like you are digging for something. And it's a great, actually, all the Sith cards working together, Fall of the Jedi, being able to put more cards under so you can draw a bit faster. Gork and Pick's objective so that you can search for the Sithborn. So I imagine in this deck you are, whilst it's nice to get Vader and Palpatine, getting Gork and Pick on the table at the same time is really the dream.
Absolutely.
So all those parts working together to try and draw you the combo cards you need it's a good theme.
So I didn't swing at all at I didn't deploy anything.
Yeah.
I can't remember exactly what happened here. I imagine I probably had a handful of events to where I could either just lock down Ron or I don't know, and then just lightning him, or I forget what happens here, but we'll see in just a second, I suppose.
Well, Pick's got a tactics, so you're kind of forced to block, because if you don't, you've been focused down anyway, so you may as well try and hurt the little blighter. But with Gork sat back and protecting him, he can absorb any damage that you would be able to do to him.
Right.
Two for Quentin.
Nice.
2 for you and a seed, so...
Yeah, I didn't need the tactics, but I'm still going to gun him, so I'm sure he'll redirect it here.
Yeah, it's got to be.
And that makes the most sense.
Yeah,
that's the correct choice.
Can't kill Saris, can't kill Gork. No point trying for Pick.
Yeah.
So.
Actually, if he went after Pick, I would just take the damage on him since he has 2 health.
Oh, really?
And then I would block with Gork the next turn and just bounce him to my hand.
It's a brutal combination.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you say, Pick is not the most threatening of characters, but if you've only got 1 unit on the board, you kind of have to block him. Looks like Quentin using the Survivor's objective there to absorb a Force Choke.
Yep. I think I choked.
You got Gork instead.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he's clarifying which ones I had attacked before. So
okay.
I'd swung with Pick at. My thought here is I could just lock down Ron.
Yeah, he's elite, but you've got a couple of tactics on the board, so
it's a pretty aggressive strategy. Looking back on it, but I was kind of saying, okay, well, I can get the Death Star dial to where if it just goes to my turn, I win.
Yeah.
And he's got to blow up 3 objectives, and I think that was kind of what I was thinking. So, yeah. That was my thought.
All in.
So now it's at 11. All I've got to do is just survive.
Yeah.
Whatever he throws at me. So.
And you've got plenty of resources open for lightnings, etc. to try and if you do need to.
Now, I don't think I have a lightning, or else I'd have used it
on Ron. Obviously,
yeah.
True.
So he triggers it. Yeah. Looks like there's a Yoda in there.
Yeah, I'm always wary of triggering heroes beginning.
I think I saw an unfinished business in there as well.
Ouch.
Which I'm helping him out there, clearing off his Sheehan training. I'm not sure if I should have done that.
Oh,
I think
looks like he scoops. Yeah. So a quick and brutal game from the Sith there. Not usually their style, but worked well for you there.
Oh, I had the Force Stasis in hand. That's why, because he was going to play a unit, and I would be able to just lock it down and just win when the dial ticked. So that was the.
So you weren't too scared of losing in one turn. Well, brutal. Nice to see the combo for the Sith deck pulling off there, and piloted expertly to victory by David. So,
well, I appreciate it.
Well, congrats again to both of you. This was all the filming from Swiss Rounds was at the top table. So top table during round 3. No mean feat at all. So, well done, David, and thanks for joining for the commentary.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me, Andy.
hopefully you guys will stick around and watch game 2. Both players will switch sides, so we'll see what David can do with his Jedi and see if Quentin can repay the favour. Thanks for watching, guys.